Hello, everybody, and here's PJ from PJ's Harmony Kitchen Delights. Today, I'm going to be heading down to my local farmer's market to ditch the grocery store completely. So, I'm going to be buying vegetables, meat, and spices. What am I going to be buying this for? Today, we're going to be cooking an awesome homemade stir-fry pan with an also homemade alternative to soy sauce. If you want to cook this, then let's get it started.
Check it out, folks. I'm at the farmer's market today at the local German market, and we're going to find some great things here today. For example, some great onions, the best you're going to find here. Can you believe all these colors and flavors here? We're going to bring that to the stir fry game. This is my favorite vendor here, Mr. Smith. He is my vegetable dealer, as I call him. It's like being in the candy store, but it's all about fruits and vegetables. It's great. Let's go grab some stuff for the stir fry. Why not start with some bell peppers and some fresh tomatoes, right? That's a necessity. Also, what is always great to put in the stir fry is fresh broccoli. So let me go grab that. Kann ich noch was Brokkoli vielleicht bekommen? Danke dir. Ja, das ist gut, danke. Super. Ach, direkt da rein, super. Dankeschön. So eine Spitzpaprika wäre doch, glaube ich, was super für so eine Pfanne mit. Ja, die ist super. Dankeschön. Was denkst du, könnte so in eine schöne Gemüsepfanne reinkommen? Ich glaube, Zucchini und Aubergine nehme ich beides.
Ja, sehr gerne. Und dann habe ich natürlich hier die Ampel.
Ach, da kommt, nehmen wir noch eine rote mit auf jeden Fall. Ja, super. Dankeschön.
Schön.
See, that's what great people and great farmers do.
Alrighty, I'm back from the farmer's market and let's see what the haul is. Some leek, some celery, a yellow bell pepper, a big red pepper, 5 tomatoes, 2 carrots, some parsley root, and a pepper, some good old zucchini, and some good old eggplant. And last but not least, the good old broccoli, as well as some good old onions and some good old garlic. And of course, some ground beef. Now let's get those goodies to good use and let's start chopping, sauteing, and stir frying. We are going to start with cutting up the carrots. Against cutting the leaf, you actually do not have to peel your carrots to eat them before if you wash them correctly. Onto the celery. To cut celery correctly, you have to peel its wood-like skin before you cut it up into bite-sized pieces. It is time for the pepper. It's one of the best peppers I've had in a while. Alrighty, let's cut the zucchini. Now onto the famous eggplant, as we call it in German, Aubergine.
If you keep your knives sharpened enough, you should have no problem cutting through this eggplant at all. It should feel like butter.
Oh yeah. When working with parsley root, you really have to be careful. You do not want to peel the root because it will lose its flavor, its nutrients. So you just want to give it a good wash. Of course, cut off the ends. And then chop it up. Let's get ready to chop up the pepperoni. Here, we do not get rid of the seeds because we want that spice in our stir fry. We'll get rid of the ends. This, we're just gonna cut it up very gently. Try not to squeeze out the juices and the seeds too much. But what happens, happens. Now, let's get ready to chop up the tomatoes. For cutting up tomatoes, it is very important to have a sharp knife. So you do not squeeze and squish them, you just go right through them like butter.
Music.
Last but not least, we do the broccoli.
While cutting broccoli, you do not need to get rid of the big stem. You can very well use it for a salad or for some other vegetable pan. I just decided not to for this video.
Now the final thing we have to cut, the leek. Oh yeah.
While cutting the leek, we want to get rid of all the brown and gushy spots. We want to keep the rest of it, including the stem, the white part.
The white part of the leek you can very well used for eating with fish or steak. Alrighty everyone, now we're getting to our soy-free soy sauce alternative. What you need for it is a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, or this is a German alternative which you can use. Then 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, here. A 1/4 teaspoon of grounded garlic powder, and a 1/4 cup of water. So let's mix all of these together. 1/4 cup of water. Then 1 tablespoon balsamic vinegar. That is. Now we need to add a 1/4 tablespoon of grounded garlic powder to give it extra flavor. We should add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, the main ingredient in this recipe. Alrighty, let's get a spoon to stir it up.
You will want to stir the sauce until the garlic is all dissolved and everything is well mixed together.
This is actually a fire sauce. Alrighty, now it is time for the meat so that it is ready as soon as we begin stir frying. Let's add some oil. And then the good meat from the farmer's market. Alrighty.
We'll mash the ground beef a bit together so we have an easier and quicker time cooking the meat in the pan. We want to cook the meat for a total of about 7 minutes till it is nice and brown, but not too brown because we're gonna add it back into the stir fry, so it is gonna get cooked for a few more minutes.
Now that the meat is done, I'm going to separate it into a separate bowl so we can add it again when we're stir frying the vegetables. Now that the meat is done, I'm going to start boiling the rice so that it is done in time when the stir fry is also done. Now that the meat and rice are done, let's begin with the actual stir fry pan. Let me add some oil so we can saute the onions and the garlic to its finest perfection, I have to say. Now that the onions and the garlic have sauteed enough, it is time to add the other vegetables that we have bought on the farmer's market today. So let's go for it. Okay, let's add one bowl. Yeah, yummy. Get all of this on there.
Don't worry about overfilling your pan with vegetables.
they're gonna lose about 50% of their entire volume during the stir frying process. So we're good. You will want to continuously stir or keep the vegetables inside the pan moving so that all of them have an equal chance of getting browned and getting fried the same amount. After a few minutes of stirring like that, you want to give it a few breaks. Just set it down and let the vegetables on the bottom get browned. And then you stir it up and do it from the other side.
Now we're gonna add the meat. So we add some proteins and we get it a bit more evenly browned. Okay, now we're gonna add our soy-free soy sauce alternative. Let's see how it is. Okay, now we gotta stir it up.
If you are only making one stir fry pan, then I would recommend only using half of the sauce that we made.
Let's also add some more salt and pepper. Now that the stir fry has been cooking long enough, it is time to dish up. Let's dish up.
Let's fix the display real quick and then let's give it to my stepmom to try. After that, we'll try ourselves.
Delicious.
Here it is, our final vegetable stir fry. Let me give it a try. Wow. I gotta say, this is the best vegetable stir fry I've ever eaten. This was an amazing journey and an amazing alternative for soy sauce, I have to say. I hope you cooked with me, and if you have, please let me know. Send me a photo. The Instagram is in the description. Alrighty, this was it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I hope I'll see you next time. Tschüss!